Let us explore the ease of non-duality and then meditate like a Jedi. It's not our fault if we've only been exposed to weak-minded teachers and authors who could not instruct themselves out of a wet paper bag. It's not an indictment against our wisdom or spirituality if the feckless or the elitist could not or would not spell out for us duality as well as its transcendence. Let us begin by remedying that with a review. Level 1. Each time we silently and mentally recite the verb watch, or the verb perceiving during our inhalation. Our sympathetic nervous system wires us to vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly notice perceptions such as sight, sound, sensations, flavors, and scents. Level 2. We could also spontaneously notice the full spectrum of human emotions, intentions, cognitions, recollections, and imaginings. Level 3. We could spontaneously watch many things, from the external to the internal, from the physical to the mental, from the pleasurable to the painful, from the interesting to the boring, from the glorious to the grotesque. Level 4. We could spontaneously watch the fundamental duality cited in Buddhism, that we desire some things and dread other things. Level 5. We could spontaneously notice a subtle resistance to the actual absence of what we desire, as well as resistance to the mere prospect of its absence. Similarly, we could, replace the word notice with watch. Similarly, we could passively watch the subtle resistance to the actual presence of that which we dread, as well as resistance to the mere possibility of its presence. Level 6. As we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb rest, or even the three-syllable verb cessation, during our exhalation. Our parasympathetic nervous system is wired to support our physical relaxation and mental release. Thus, as we relax into our exhalation, whatever dread or desire, glory or grotesquerie, interest or bore, pleasure or pain, mind or body, outer or inner, we might have spontaneously watched during our previous inhalation, could cause each pole of duality to smack of the same taste of fleeting non-graspability. The great South Indian Buddhist philosopher Nagarjuna taught of two truths, the conventional and the ultimate, that we notice, that we watch during our inhalation, and that we feel during our restive, relaxation, respectively. Each being, enlightened or not, is therefore wired to notice duality during each inhalation and sample non-duality during each exhalation. This is not an indictment. Au contraire, it is necessary. For just as a one-winged bird cannot take to the sky Those who convince themselves they do not perceive the conventional cannot experience nirvana, despite the pseudo-spiritual blatherings of individuals who think themselves Buddhas whilst remaining merely self-important boobs. Let us turn our attention to simple perception as we relax into our As we rest with our exhalation, whatever beauty or ugliness we may have seen during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just sight. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever harmony or discord we might have heard during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just sound. As we As we rest with our exhalation, whatever pleasure or pain we might have felt during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just sensation. This is a bit of a tongue twister, as we rest with our exhalation, whatever deliciousness or disgust we might have tasted during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just taste. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever fragrance or foulness we might have smelled during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just scent. Now we could turn our attention to our inner life. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever happiness or sorrow we might have felt during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just emotion. As we relax, As we rest with our exhalation, whatever kindness or cruelty we might have felt during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just intention. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever cleverness or foolish we might have thought during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just cognition. Many teachers rely on the duality of loving virtue and hating non-virtue. How then could we reconcile non-duality with morality? Easy. Every time we notice, let's try this again. Many teachers rely on the duality of loving virtue and hating non-virtue. How then could we reconcile non-duality with morality? Easy. Every time we watch and rest in harmony with the phases of our breath, we automatically calm the anxiety and aggression of our amygdala, this bad boy right here, and stimulate the empathy of our anterior cingulate gyrus, ironically situated between our amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. Setting kindness, which is the essence of morality, on autopilot. Let us turn our attention to a set of 4 dualities, known as the 8 failings of the world, or loka vipatti in Pali, or as the 8 worldly concerns, astaloka dharma in Sanskrit. Within the context of the 4 bases of mindfulness, the circumstantial, dhamma, the physical, kaya, the interpersonal, vedana, and the mental, chitta. As we were, oopsie, let's see. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever wealth or lack, safety or peril we might have noticed, recalled, or imagined during our previous inhalation could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the circumstantial. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever bliss or pain we might have noticed, recalled, or imagined during our previous inhalation, could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the physical. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever praise or scorn we might have noticed, recalled, or imagined during our previous inhalation, could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the interpersonal. As we rest with our exhalation, whatever fame or shame we might have watched, recalled, or imagined during our previous inhalation, could feel as if it was melting into the simplicity of just the mental. Liberation from the tyranny of duality could be an effortless and effective process. This is why the Buddha taught mindfulness and meditation. Having completed our opening chant, we could shift gears. It is Rey Skywalker, Sunday mid-morning. Let us meditate like a Jedi after about 30 seconds of presence. This is the Dzogchen Sende Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I've harnessed my autistic special interests as well as my ADHD hyperfocus to spend about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that I can become your personal, nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome, my friends, to meditate like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers, just like you. For the remainder of this morning's live stream, let us simply sit and breathe and watch and rest. As we feel our chests swell with air, silently and mentally we could recite the verb watch. As we feel our chest subtly sink as gently we exhale, we could silently and mentally recite the verb rest. Mindfulness and meditation is just this easy. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 3.5 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's third meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.